All right, Max here, Chainsawfaddiction. Some days, as a tree cutter, you get people who want you to come take out some trees, and they'll say, Max, I've got these trees, they're close to my house, and I'm worried about them falling on the house. And a lot of times you get there and you think, come on, man, don't you know how gravity works? This thing's not gonna fall on your house, it's gonna fall away from your house, right? But other times you find trees like this. Let's see, up here on the hill, yeah, see that guy? And once we get up there closer, you'll see that's a pretty big birch tree, especially for this part of Alaska. And if it falls, it's only gonna fall one way, right at the house. So we'll get up there a little closer. I'm gonna bring some of my gear up there and we'll get that figured out. There's a second one too that's even more so gonna fall at the house, but it's not as big of a tree. Still big enough to do quite a bit of damage though. So bring it back in a second. All right, so here's tree number one. There was another tree here at some point in the past that rotted away. This tree has the potential to do that as well. That second tree behind it there is actually leaning a bit as well. So you can see this thing is really growing off at a weird angle, and then up there it straightens out. And if we look this way, you can tell the tree would absolutely hit the house if it fell. You can see some decay, some questionable growth patterns. So, do I think the tree is gonna fall today? Well, yeah, with my help it is. Do I think it would fall on its own? Eventually is the answer. But like my friend, the homeowner, said, the prevailing wind here comes out of this direction, which would be pushing that tree right towards the house. So if there is any weak spots in there, that's quite a bit of weight. Birch is heavy wood. That is quite a bit of weight. So we don't want that to happen. Especially, I mean, there's a little skylight on the house. It's just not a good setup. So my plan here is I'm gonna climb this tree, not real far up, but right up to this juncture where it straightens out. And you won't be able to see it on camera, but once it gets higher than that point, the tree actually leans back into a safe area here behind the house. So I'm gonna climb up there and top it. I'll only be like 20, 25 feet off the ground. So not a big deal. And then we'll probably chunk out the rest. I'm not exactly sure yet. We'll figure that out when we get there, but we could fall the rest or chunk it out. It doesn't really matter. The second tree is back here. It's this first one right here. And same story, it leans towards the house considerably, but it's a much smaller tree. And especially once we get this other tree out of the way, we can fall it to the side. See the big limbs up there on that first tree, they might interfere with us falling this tree. So we're gonna take care of the big one first, and then I've got my rope here, and I'm gonna get a line up in this tree a little ways. We'll pull it against this lean and just kind of fall it that away. And shouldn't be too bad. But same story here. The roots are questionable. There's a lot of weight, you know. So this is definitely one of those cases where I 100% agree with the homeowner. These trees, they need to go, because eventually they're gonna go on their own and it's not gonna be pretty. So yeah, waiting for Danny to show up. I'm probably gonna set a line in this one tree, and once he gets here, we'll pick up with the recording. All right, so I am excited about climbing this tree. For one thing, I haven't climbed a tree in what? It's been almost 2 weeks now, probably. But also, I've never stuck my spurs into a birch before. So, from what I understand, it should be enjoyable compared to cottonwood, which is what I've been climbing. I think it's a lot harder wood, it's a lot denser wood, the spurs won't get stuck as much. It's very strong wood too, so I don't have to worry about it cracking under me as long as the tree is sound, right? So I'm excited. Let's see how it goes. It's like so steep, I almost just want to walk up it. I figure I'll just get wrapped around it and then figure it out, right? Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Ready. Yeah, I think so. I'd take both of them, that one and the one up above it, and then go for it.
tree hugger. So, up in a tree, house is right over yonder. Homeowner is over yonder. Got a nice notch in the tree now. I'm gonna clean this up just a little bit, just right inside where there's that little gap. And then we're dropping a top. Say hi, Danny.
Hey, Max.
There we go. What do you say, man?
That worked good.
Good, because I can't do it over.
Can you put it back now?
I didn't mean that tree.
I wanted to save that part.
Danny, I think I'm gonna lop this off like up here so that
And
it
then-
falls kind of straight, and then I'll chunk it a little.
Yeah, I think even if you just chunk it right where you're standing now, and then you can take the whole rest of it if you wanted to.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it feels. I'm gonna drop this chunk. Just yeah, right there too.
Max,
Strong.
so you get a pretty small saw there. What the heck are you using?
That's the Echo 2511T that I got for basically free.
What size bar you get on that?
14.
So 14-inch bar and a 12-inch Birch?
Yeah.
And it made that much progress that quickly?
Yeah, it's doing pretty all right. I'll take it.
Yeah, for as light as it is, that's a good deal.
Yeah, that actually, no joke, that kind of surprised me a little bit, doing that undercut there, because it bogged down and it kept going, you know?
Like I said, that's a good 12 inches there. So 14-inch bar and a 12-inch live Birch, that's darn good.
Yeah, I'll take it. So like I was saying before, when you first look at the tree, there's probably a little decay in this tree. And there's some softwood in there. You can stick your finger right through it. But birch is very strong. So that amount of rot, not worrisome. I'm not scared going up in a tree like that. In birch, in cottonwood, totally different story. So small undercut, doesn't need to be deep, nor does it need to be tall. The tree, gravity's gonna take over pretty fast. So let's follow it.
Now, the other thing you mentioned, look at the amount of water you get on there.
Oh, I know.
That's impressive.
And that stuff is delicious. I literally wanna just drink it right now.
Go right ahead.
I kinda want to. You ever drink fresh water, Danny?
Not fresh like that. Oh, nope.
Just a little sweet. It's pretty much water, but a little sweet. Delicious.
Little bit sweet. Yeah, not bad. So now you know, survive out in the wilderness, get your saw, cut into a tree and birch, and get yourself a drink.
Or just tap it. You can tap them.
Grass, it kind of landed with a plop.
Yeah. So with that, friends, I think I'm gonna end this video here. It's already 20 minutes long, and both trees were interesting, so we'll split it up into 2 videos. Please let me know what I can do to make these videos better, more entertaining, more fun to watch, whatever. Just give me suggestions, if you will, in the comments. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next time for the second half. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you on the next one.